Boo! I'm back. Hello, hello. Right. Now, let's delete this. Where is the delete? There it is. Okay. And game capture. Agree. Yes. Can you see that? Oh, it's you can just see the sync system saved data saved. I need to make it a bit bigger. Okay. Loading what? I have never played this. Checking for DLC. I don't think I have any DLC. The game supports an autosave feature. Please do not turn off your PC whilst the icon is playing on the top of the screen. Nice. Alright, hello new game, who's this? So this is like Ace, I don't know if you know Ace Attorney. You basically are an attorney, a lawyer, and you are defending people that are accused of crimes. Usually they are innocent, but you never know. So you just investigate, see if they're innocent, see if they're not, and just defend them. And there's like a lot of lore and story and cool stuff. Um, well, I'm not gonna say yes because I don't know. Usually, the game is like you have this, you're the lawyer for this person, uh, and then you investigate the crime scene where that person is accused of killing, and then you see if they are a killer or not. So I don't know before that if they are a killer or not. I mean, I can make a guess when I find the like evidence and stuff, but Goldie Live 19, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We just started this game. Let me make this full screen. Can I make this full screen? Oh wait, no options. Wait. Can I back? Gameplay, subtitles on the. Haha, there it is. Borderless. Okay, that. Ah, there it is. Now let's make it full screen here. There we go. Alright, let's start. Let's see the. Alright, story mode off. Turn this. What? No, I don't want that. No, I don't want. Okay, is there somewhere I can put like. Oh. Sado said this chair is more important than you. His chair is more important than him. Oh, resolution. You know. Okay. Will my PC melt? Let's try this. Ooh, that's nice. Oh shit, why is it like that? I made it and then suddenly it's like. Okay. Okay, now we're back at it. Okay, let's start. Select adventure. The Great Ace Attorney Adventures. The Great Ace Attorney Resolve. Alright, let's go with the adventures. I'm so happy to play this game.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation. The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide. But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
Wait, isn't that our protagonist? He killed someone? Wait, I thought... Okay, that's interesting. Like, he's on the poster for, like, the game, right? 22nd November, 8:33 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicature, Defendants, Ante-Chamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? I mean, I'm wondering, he must be innocent, right? But he was in front of him, he was holding the gun. Okay, let's see. I'm interested. What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your glares, murderer. Sorry. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yumei University. 3 days ago, I somehow find myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I like this game. It has like kind of 2.5D graphics, not like 2D. It's like kinda 3D, but also not. It's a nice, like, it's nice. I like it. I enjoy it. I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. There's a lot of wind inside the room for him to like be like that. Potato. Lawyer. Yes. And until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Isn't having weapons in the court illegal? Tisk. Technicalities. Look at you haven't even graduated yet. They also have like moving animations, which is also really nice. I like it. And yet I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, no, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. Might be just decorative. What, a potato? Where did you see a potato? Ha 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 ha! There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Ah. Though, I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yumei University professor murdered in cold blood by students. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me, I didn't do it! I could never murder someone. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean... I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yumei University. He's not gonna die, is he? It's suddenly... Because he's a lawyer, and he's gonna like prove us innocent, and then like he wouldn't die, and then we would take his place as a lawyer, right? right? I hope. Uh, right. But he's far more clever than I, a star student, in fact. He's even qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much, yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma, truly. 3 days ago? Yes, that's when all this started. Ooh, flashback? Congratulations, Kazuma. It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know, I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. Ah, interesting name. Doesn't really mean something, but I guess it's interesting. He's a dragon of understanding. Oh, so yeah. So when he's a lawyer, he understands the the defendants and manages to defend them because he understands them. Ah, yes, that's right. Uh, I'm really happy for you and proud as your friend. There is not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's a mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'll have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it were that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. It's better be going. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Asogi, may I have a word? Oh. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case is personal significance to me. But never mind that for now, Asogi. You should go immediately to the judge's chamber. To His Excellency Chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I have seen him at the university before. I see. I'll go at once then. I shall accompany you. Right then, Aronofsky. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. Nah, more like little sister. Ah, this is awkward. If I may. Yes, sorry? You must be the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhoto, I believe. Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mik... Oh, I'm gonna butcher all these names. Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumei University. Ah, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asuke has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if you should fail to defend him in today's trial, I'm afraid that that permission will be revoked and never granted again. Oh my god, that's big stakes here. What? Ah, as I suspected, you were unaware of this. I mean, he can't really do much, right? Like, he can't just suddenly become less suspicious or so. I had a feeling Kasugi may have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams could be shattered? But I don't understand. Why would the government do such a thing? Their administration has to choose from a large number of applicants for overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favorable of circumstances. Big words, big words. Let me drink more water. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it. I swear it. I'm not a murderer. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh, what? The updated autopsy report. Sorry. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I do? Well, you can't do much. You just stand and wait to be defended. And answer questions. Naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right, so as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Oh? Are we being set up? I don't. I mean, he's probably wants. I don't know, does he. So, he says, when we go into the trial, the judge will answer a question, and I have to answer immediately with I do. I don't know what question that is, but he says I need to answer I do. So, but I don't know what that is, and I don't know if that's gonna make me like more incriminated or not. I do, but what will the question be? Surely not. Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Uh, why do I feel like I don't trust him? I mean, I wanna trust him, he seems nice, but the way he said it like that, like, why would he not tell me the question, right? To set me a trap. Not trusting him. I mean, I, I'll change my mind if he proves to be trustworthy. Will you marry me? And you suddenly, I do. And you're like, wait, what? No, I did not want to agree to marry. Defendant. Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. Ah, it would seem our what are these big words? It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asugi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Wait, he's trying to steal my lawyer? Oh no, no, this is not good. Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? I'm right here, relax. Get moving, there's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of starting a board are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolute no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence, the trial that would decide my destiny. Supreme Court of Judicature Courtroom 2. Oh my god, he looks so nervous. So this is a courtroom. Shouldn't the defendant be standing like not no actually this is fine, unless he asks him questions. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. Yeah, he's like that. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that the powers that be the powers that what? The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. Wait, if it's a secret trial, how everyone else will know that if he's innocent then? Also, this is kind of starting to annoy me. uh, a secret trial! A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? I'll become clear in time, but for now... Okay, what huge secrets are lying there? You need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Oh, it's this guy! Ooh, hello, Judge. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency. As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Oh no, it's the question. Here it comes. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As it is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial? Wait, and if I say I do, that makes Asugi not part of the defense. Yeah, but I can't be my own defense? What? This is it, this must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do, I need to answer quickly. What should I do? No! Wait and see. Wait and see. I am not gonna... Wait, should I say I do? No, no, I'm not gonna say I do, because if I say I do, that might make my friend leave and have to defend myself. No, no, I'm gonna say, wait and see. I'm gonna do it. Kazumi is the lawyer here, I can defend myself. Yes. If I said I do, it would be tantamount to lying. And I have been accused of murder, for goodness sake. It's not time for lies. Try to stop fidgeting, Ryunosuke. It's distracting. Come on, answer! But if I don't say I'll defend myself now, things would end very badly for my friend. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate... What? I am screwing myself over. But if I am innocent and my friend knows, he can just... I did not do anything, he did it by himself. I swear. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst? I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself. You'll be... What? He's stupid. I did pick the other option. And then he's like, no wait, I have to do it. Professor Kotoba told me everything just now before the trial. Did what? He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dust if you were to lose. How sad. Means you don't have faith in me. Yes! I didn't want to choose that option. You think I won't be able to get you off? No, it's not that really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you... Yes, I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Kotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Why is no one questioning it? Please tell him that he can be his own lawyer. Very well, the court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial. Oh my god, I would be mad. Well, well, does the accused admit defeat already, renouncing his own counsel? Really? Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san? Hmm? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in sales now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Huh. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated the most heinous crime indeed. As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Yeah, probably. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo? Yes, Your Excellency. It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken. My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can be questioning more than I am. So, let's start with a very simple of questions. Did you do it? Did you kill him? That's the question. Oh, yes. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case. Well, that's easy enough. I heard his name more times than I care to remember. Have I? But wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that. What was it again? Leonowski. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that. It's simple. You can access the court record with a press of E. If you ever find you have forgotten something, just consider that it's all in there. I just have to press E for the court record. Alright, there is no time to lose. E. The press of E. This is the list, okay? E again. Oh, magic. Alright. Don't wanna go back. Remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court records. Okay, can I go? Okay. Can I? Okay. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by loss of blood from gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. Okay. 23. John Wilson. Now you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the people section of the court record and press E. Oh, sorry, R to present.
Yes!
Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson. Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yuma University 3 years ago. The name was Yes! Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally, and as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilled on our soil. Yes, we need to touch upon your lawyer stuff. You are both undergraduating at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides you education. Have you no honor? But I didn't do it. This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter. Huh. In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly, our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. Oh, I see. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of crime. So you saw what happened? Please tell us what happened. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then. Bromance? Yeah, they're the best of friends. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I have seen that man at the university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I have to go and say hello. Wait. An idea is forming. See, he went to say hello, and then the professor handed him the gun and made him push it. Okay, wait. Okay. So the Englishman was working and didn't want a treaty with Japan, so he went there to the Japan to get killed, so the Great Britain can convict Japan and stop the relationship together. So he killed himself. Shut up. English is hard, okay? So he killed himself so he can ruin the treaty. Yes, that's my theory. And introduce myself to Dr. Wilson. Now then, oh, we're not gonna know what happened. Now then, let me pose my next question to you, defendant Naruhodo. Yes, Your Excellency. How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? Well, state before the court the cause of death. The cause of death? Well, obviously, that was, you know, Slim. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence, but how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now! Do it now! Right. I'll be right back. Going to the toilet and I'll be back. I am back. Get me sit. Alright. Let me present the evidence, Your Honor. And R.
Yes!
Yes! Well, according to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma. Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Sorry, yes, that's right, the post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later. This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. Okay, so that means that it was a very close shot, because it only leaves marks if it's very close. I learned that from the first Ace Attorney game. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range. See? I'm good at this. Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record. The photographic print of the... Okay. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. Oh, you mean like the gunshots or just a photograph? It's clearly superior to a drawing. Okay, he hasn't seen a photograph before. The detail is incredible. Very well, I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial. What was that? Certainly, Your Excellency. So, without further ado, in order to better apprise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness, who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened. Oh, this is it then. I think I may have worked out what the professor had in mind. The professor? You mean Dr. Mikotoba? Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can select as your assistant. Of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Kazuma Soki must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he? Maybe, but any help you can give me would be greatly appreciated, Kazuma. Please, please, please. Well, my first piece of advice is rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats. Only if you rein in that crazy headband and control the cold stares first. Haha, good one. Oh, the waiter. Witness, state your name and occupation for the court, please. Of course, my name is Satoru Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at Western Style restaurant called La Carnival. Carnival? I don't know. Oh. Are you alright? You seem to be coughing up some, It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. You should really get that checked out. Well, it really should. As everyone knows, the capital southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, and Man, maybe I'm just bad at it, but they have some really big words in this game. I'm gonna learn a lot. And okay, I wanna Google what that means. Big Occidental. Ah, blinded. Oh, literally means Western. Why can you put Western? Okay. An Occidental eatery 3 days ago. Understood. Kosonaga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident. At once, sir. And no petty interjections from the aspiring lawyer boy, please. Oh, perspri- perspiring maybe, but aspiring? It was just after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at that time of day. The lunchtime rush was over and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits in with my memory of it too. It was when I was in the kitchen putting away crockery and cutlery. A gunshot rang out, so I hurried out to the dining area to see what had happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman, slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes, what? He... Yes! Yeah, it was me. I killed him. Like... Okay. Hold on, let me just clarify something here. Well, I did pick up a gun that I found lying on the floor beside the professor. I didn't shoot him.
Objection!
I believe I have to refrain from petty interjections. The court wished to listen to the witness report of what he saw, you amateur. But the next time you interrupt at an appropriate time, you will be penalized, defendant Naruhodo. Don't worry, Nironosuke, you'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must just quietly listen to the witness. If I may confirm on point, waiter, standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today? Yes, without question. I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim? No. There was no one else around the table but the deceased Englishman and the university student. He totally killed himself. Wait, what did he just say? There was no one else around the table? What's the matter, Renosuke? That's not right. When I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello. Oh? There was a woman sitting opposite him at his table. Really? Does not sound the way they could have missed. I have been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? I wanna wait and see. I don't feel like. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject. Renosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who doesn't get to work, aren't you? I suppose I am. I would never have gotten into Yuma University otherwise. But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you seriously regret it when you're found guilty. Okay, but didn't he just tell me a moment ago that I should have a time and place when to talk? Alright, you've scared me. I won't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just going to shut my eyes and say it.
Yes!
Scott's face being yes. It's kinda funny. Just a moment, please. Dr. Wilson wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection!
Dear me, what are we going to do with you? With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all. But I'm sure of what I saw. Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy. No. The deceased gentleman came to dine alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a rough plan of the restaurant as it was that day. Please have a look if you like to. Let me see. Ah, a sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. Alright. You can just make that up. However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was seated alone. How is that? Okay, but how is that proof enough? I go and say, hey, he killed that man. How do you know? I have this sketch that shows him shooting. That sketch is not evidence enough. Well, clearly a very conscientious waiter. Thank you, sir. The court would like this plan added to the court record as evidence, but it's not evidence enough. Oh, well, is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
It was at this moment he knew. He fucked up.
I feel like that fits perfectly right now. Of course, here you are. What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now. Something certainly seems to have shaken him. Oh, maybe... I'll tell you when he stops coughing. I think something on the back of the card says something that will incriminate him. So the court has now heard the precise of the case. Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on the trial today. You can't prove that! You don't have evidence! He could say there are 5 people and you would believe him? Or like just like, this is not evidence enough. It would seem we're looking at a black and white case here. Defendant Narhodo. Yes, Your Excellency? If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look personally upon you. In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I call this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of the case to the court. But I must warn the defense, if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial, the prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime. Okay, that's more like it. Show me. I need more water. What do you think I should do, Kazuma? What do you mean? Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to plead guilty at this stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Don't give up. We can do this. Everyone keeps telling me that this trial is unusual, about these peculiarities. You have said it, Professor Mikotoba. You have said it, Professor Mikotoba said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this. As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it? So he knows he didn't kill him, but he's like, let me just plead guilty. But you know you're innocent, just give it your all. You might get found innocent. What if the accused is in fact innocent? Then a defense lawyer is duty bound to prove that innocent by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Rionowski. The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see how decisive the evidence really is. Ooh. Indeed. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings. Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be. In a few short moments from now, that damn-strength young mouth of yours will be silenced. Forever. The prosecution called its next witnesses. Very well, officer, bring forth the witnesses at once. Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court. Yes, sir, the great Nippon Imperial Army Surgeon Iyesa Nosa reporting for duty, sir. Myself, I find employ as a purveyor of fine articles of antiquity from the efflorescence of our nation, Nippon, and conduct my trade from Rasutei, a humble premises in the second district, Curio Korakuta at your service. An antique dealer and a soldier, what an unusual pairing. Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question. They must be the diners at the other table that the waiter mentioned. Myself, I habitually take tea of the most exquisite aroma at the establishment in question, always post-noon. And not infrequently converse with interesting parties regarding the curious with which I make my business. I can't understand a word that old man is saying. He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at like carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele. Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that surgeon looks more like he'll be a seller rather than a buyer. I need more water. Isn't his mustache a bit weird? It feels like it's like upside down or something. Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident. Is that correct? I have seen weirder eyebrows, not gonna lie. Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearm, sir. Did I just hear a baby cry? Or am I just getting crazy? This man seemed impossible to understand as the other. But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during the... Okay, I wasn't... I was... Like, I looked at the stream, I'm like, is this another sound command? But I'm like, there was no sound, like, no redeem, so I'm like, what the hell was that? But I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that last thing he said. So this is decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening. The soldier is claiming that he actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead. Yes. Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable? If I'm honest, You know, just gonna cut that off the video, right? But damn you. If I'm on, ah, if I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start. Dave! Oh my god, hello, thank you for the raid! Oh my god! Lee, thank you so much for the follow! Welcome in, hello, hello! Hi Sparky, hi Lee, hi Dave! Thank you, how are you? Oh, thank you, Pitpe. What were you playing? They wouldn't let me end. I figured, yeah, I would do the same if I was there. 60 seconds? Ooh, that's a good game. There's like a lot of, wait, 60 seconds is the one, like the survival one, right? Yeah, where you have like 60 seconds to gather your things, go to a bunker and then survive. Uh, oh, Philip Dinosaur, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Thank. How's everyone? We're playing this visual novel called The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It's like Ace Attorney, if you know it. And we just started. And we just started the first case. Yeah, we lasted 42 days and died both times. Oof, rough game, right? Uh, I know it was in the sales. I've played it once, but I think I died pretty early, so I was salty and rage quit and never played again. Lisa is losing too. Hey, I'm not losing yet. Kinda. I am accused of murder, and they have witnesses that said they saw me kill, but I didn't kill anyone, so I'm just trying to find my innocence somehow. Thank you again for the raid, Dave. Thank you so much. Now the court will hear your formal testimony, please. You will state everything you saw at the precise moment that the incident occurred. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by ready to report, sir. I keep hearing that baby sound when he talks. Is he hiding a baby somewhere? Excuse me? He's the baby? Unsavory memories of my most as these words of a most acerbic afternoon. Wait, what if he's a baby in a trench coat? What the witness saw. I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man. Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman. So he was buying something? What does extolling mean? Extolling. Praise. Oh, he was praising. Okay. At that precise moment, a fireman was discharged. I observed that. You know, this really bothers me. Not bothers me, like. Why does a baby. Every time, like, he hits the desk, a baby can be heard. At that precise moment, the fireman was discharged. I observed the enemy section with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little wizard. Hey, that's wrong, because in the court record, we have a picture that he shot in the front. Can I see it? Examine his face. Ha! He lied. Yeah, he lied. Right into my face. Alright. Ooh. How do I go back? Oh, I have a magnifying glass. I can't report it, right? Yet, okay. Well, 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 look who's finally out of their ears. Hello, Larry, how are you? I am, and I'm playing a visual novel. Have you heard of it? The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It's my first case. I was on my hands and knees investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious absconded precious curio. Well, so you said Genosa actually witnessed the vital moment. For a moment, Lisa sounded like the TikTok TTS. Oh no, wait, which part? My sister plays it. Ooh, does he like it? You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. I am sure he's a baby in a trench coat right now. Every time. There, that's why I was like paused to see if there's gonna be a baby sound again. And there is. What is it? It's. What is it? Like, seriously. Yes, affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. That the cruel and unforgivable enemy. What times we live in, when an English gentleman may be assailed in the broad light of day? You have a weapon in court? I don't think that's legal. But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone. Is that really true, Rianovsky? Yes. All I did was pick up the gun that I saw lying on the floor. Who picks up a gun that sits on the floor? After I said hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. Then, when I finished, I got up from my seat to leave the restaurant, when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I thought perhaps the professor had dropped it. So I bent down, and just as I was picking it up, bang! Watch the old man bring out the murder weapon. Imagine! Well, if that's the truth, there was obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere. So the woman... Okay. So the woman killed the Englishman so she can ruin the treaty between Japan and England, Great Britain. And she planted that gun there to make him be the accused, I guess. And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there is a clue as to who that criminal was. There is? Leonoske, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witnesses. Cross-examine? Do it now! As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice. Certainly, the testimony the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Is no one remembering where he got shot from? Therefore, it must grave duty to declare the verdict of the trial. Yes! Shouldn't he just say objection? What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst? The defense demands its right to cross-examination. Dear me. Let me guess. The Hatsumaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic. Huh? How did he know? The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he's capable of it is irrelevant. Kazuma is so commanding. I'm in love. Very well. Let the defense conduct a cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryunosuke. But I don't even know what I have to do in a cross-examination. Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witness statements. How? You didn't fire the gun, which means what the soldier said has to be a lie. Well, yes, but... Okay, so if he didn't lie and he said he got shot from the front, we wouldn't be able to, like, find something to like accuse him. So that was nice that he actually lied. It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence. Right, evidence. Arguing to this presents some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying. Now let's go, Renoski. Don't let them beat you. He made such a small sound. Alright then, it's all for nothing. Wait, what if the baby killed him? Nah. Wait, I need some water. Okay, I'm good, I'm good. Okay, we already know what to do. There was no baby sound this time. By the way, Larry, if you're still here, uh, wait, I forgot what I wanted to ask him. Something about Star Rail. Oh, did you do the new event? Okay. Alright. Wait, did I? Oh, I missed the moment. Listen, Renowski. Event? Yeah, there is a new treasure map event. We know there are lies lurking in the statements. It's time to expose them. I understand that. The question is, how? Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence which you have collected. Yeah, that one. Yes, I did it to test Kafka. Oh, how is he? Did you use the trial one or yours? You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing key. Go through. Okay. Somewhere in there you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency. An inconsistency. When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seem to contradict each other, present your evidence with R and rip the witness apart. Just be careful, because if you are skeptical on this or that he has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you order too many penalties, the defense case will fall apart and you will receive a guilty verdict. Wait, you didn't level her traces? Why not? So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement. Alright, I'll give it a try. You can hear the witness statements over and over again as many times as you like. So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner. Wait, she would be pretty okay if she hit my team? What do you mean, like if you had her as in, like, enemy? Okay, it's the next one. This one, right? No, not this one. Alright, there it is. Okay, present. E. And we're presenting this photograph. And R. Yes! Oh, I'm also so poor. I have like also 2K, I feel like. What? What are you playing at, cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Trusting some photographic print in my mustache? Inconsistency, sir. I mean, yes. There's a clear inconsistency here. Ah, what nonsense. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Pipe, help me. What nonsense? What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know? Well, obviously, that I know what I want to say, but the words just won't come out of my mouth. Ha! I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom. Ha! Ah! This is so frustrating. Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It could have been more plain. Spell it out would be an insult to the court. And then, no, just what Larry's saying. That she would be pretty okay if she hit his team. Wait, what is that emote? Is that actually... Ah, this is so nice. It's not smiling anymore. Oh. To spell it out would be an insult to the court. Kazuma, what are you talking about? It's apparent from a single glance at the photographic print presented by the defense that there is a clear discrepancy here with the sergeant's statement. What? Sergeant Iyesanosa. Yes, sir. What, sir? The statement you just made was this. How did Pete understand it without being here? You didn't. But, I mean, I get that, but I don't know, just don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm too wholesome. What can I say? The statement you made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back the cowardly little weasel. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. I witnessed the crime with my own military-grade eyes, sir. But no, that just can't be. Why not, cadet? Because... Take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Ah, like, I get that she would hit you because you like to be dominated, I guess, but why would that be okay? Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit saw the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it? You clearly saw that kid and he pushed it back down, right? What the hell? Certainly, there is a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nosa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Till the Until the moment I heard the fireman discharge, my eyes were firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What? The last testimony court heard has proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Iyesanosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all. Yeah, tell him. It's the old man trust me, have a gut feeling. Maybe it is. I was thinking it was a woman, but since he's not here, I can't really accuse her. That's absurd. I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got an achievement. There has been a complete turnabout in the mood of this trial just from that one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. But I definitely saw him. At the university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Yes!
Answering with yes every time. But I never fired the gun, all I did was pick it up off the floor. And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either? Myself, I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me. Don't push the baby like that, that's not safe. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Too busy on the floor? Sorry, what were you doing? Hunting for treasure. Treasure? Oh! Okay, he became very mad. Indeed, the Joyera Koban, my prized coin. On each occasion when I visit that restaurant, it is my habitude to place it. It is my habitude to place in my bosom pocket a particular trinket of interest from my shop Rasute, in the hope of meeting a rich diner who might like to buy it from you. On the day under scrutiny, it was to the military man that I proffered my Hoi treasure. Believe that he would purchase such a rare find, I did not. But I was presented with little alternative. And then, after averting my eyes for the briefest of moments, it was there no more, simply vanished. The Koban vanished? Hunting around under the table I was, in case mayhap I had fallen there. And then it happened. You heard the gunshot, you mean? Indeed I did, but I heeded it not, for I was concerned only with finding my absconded Hoi treasure. Nothing could distract me. Out of interest. Did he find the coin in the end? He did not, did he? No. Huh, I see. No doubt some unscrupulous scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself. Oh, I didn't see that. That lamentable day the precious Hoi Kuban was lost to me. Okay. The kid took it, because he didn't know any better. As I'm sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon. Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard was inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British, it would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Aoutsi? Ha, ha, worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back. My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing the next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What? He seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he? Very well, the court invites the witness to testify again. He will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation. Is that clear? As clear as Kiriko glass, Your Excellency. Yes, sir, at once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir. Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking out over your shoulder, I think. Affirmative, the newest member of the Nosa family to rise up to the rank, sir, named Aido. It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny. Aido, thin son. What did they say? Your father is about to quell the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy. That's fun. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment the fire was discharged, it's almost the same thing. Yes, pointing his gun at the foreign man he was, that young lad in black. That much I myself did see. Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that there were only personnel present. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, dining all by himself. Um, Therefore, no one other than the black uniform cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out. Alright, how are we? Wait, was I supposed to find the discrepancy there? Oh, wait. What did you say? These testimonies are certainly compelling. Yes, they are. Wait, that's nonsense. The victim, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all. Please, enough of this outburst already. But there was a woman. There was a young human. There was a young woman at this table. You must have seen her. Everyone there must have seen her.
Objection!
If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly. We're not here to listen to your fantasies. Uh, it is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. It is a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel. Indeed, of the table at which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. It doesn't it doesn't seem like there. Only one set of fork, knife, one glass. Hmm. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place it. Certainly, based on the appearance of this print, it would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else. This doesn't make any sense. The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record. A photographic print, okay. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that nobody else saw that woman. The waiter before said the same thing. He maintains that sorry. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well, but that's not true. I saw her. I swear that I saw a woman with him. Spits in, yeah. More water. It would seem that we will be able to telegraph the report to the Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt. These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that Takesutsu Auchi, will have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor. How can this be happening? This judge is ready to rule. Santor, Ryonosuke, it's not over yet. What? If what you say is true, there is something going on here behind the scenes. And now is your chance to expose it. To draw out the truth in your cross-examination. I found no discrepancy though. Oh no. I don't know, Kazuma. The defense is intended to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood? Huh, the rules can be so unbending at times. Okay, let's just check all the court record first. Okay. There's a crude a little after 2 p.m. which could be lost plot. Okay. Wait. This was like... can I just... This doesn't help me. can I just turn it around? Because he was feeling very, like, not, he didn't want to give it to us, but I don't think I can give it. Can I see it? Oh, space. Keep forgetting the, I don't think magnifying glass can do something. People. I have no idea. Oh, no, no, no. It's fine. Let's just go back and see. Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment, the plan was stars and storm was the same thing. His point blank from man here was that is that it that he that it was also can I change to people? Why can't I change to people? Oh, because I don't. Okay, let's see the other two and just to be sure. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman, dining court by himself. Therefore, none other than the black uniform candidate could have dispatched the Englishman. What do you think, Grionowski? Oh. What's the matter? I can't find anything. I can't find a clear discrepancy anywhere. I'm done for. I can't win this trial. No, 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 no. Listen, the first thing to do is calm down. You can't expect witness statements to be full of holes every time, so just take your time and try to tease more information out of them first. Oh, right. So then you have to find one. What do you mean? You can choose to either press or present against each of the witness statements. If a witness is saying something you're suspicious about, press him on with Q. With little luck, you may get more details, which could prove to be crucial. Right, I see. Yeah, thank you. The important point is there is no sense in holding back. If anything even slightly jars with you, press the witnesses on it and press them hard. Alright, got it. I'll press them like blocks of tofu. The professor wasn't alone in the restaurant. I'm sure of it. And one way or another, this cross-examination is going to prove I am right. It's time to press them for their worth. My fates depend on it. Alright. Okay, press.
Yes!
No. It's not the same thing at all. For a start, I didn't fire that gun. We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of an uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet. I don't think so. Consider this defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked. Did you? Did you see it? Did you see me blink? How could I? And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink. Hello! Welcome back, Larry. Wow, this thing takes a while. I thought you were gonna be done with this trial. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? You can help with solving the case. I mean, everyone is... I mean, are welcome with hints. If you know the answer, don't say it. But if you haven't played it, you can play with me. So there you have it. Have what? The sound of the fireman rang in my ears, and the very next moment, I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman. I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget that the antiques dealer witnessed the accused in this moment incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, correct, Kuta-san? Oh, maybe hint, hint, someone that rhymes with mold. One. Is it old man?
Yes!
Yes, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I've told you already, that's only because I picked it up from the floor. Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away. I had just finished drinking my coffee and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed the gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment, bang! A gunshot rang in my ears. Huh, full of events beyond our control, life is. Sorry, what do you mean? In your case, you found a piece on the floor and picked it up, which precipitated the testing predicament. Whereas conversely, I failed to pick up the carbon from the floor and find myself in an equal testing predicament as a result. No way he didn't hear anything with those ears. I know, right? I have no clue, by the way, the old big ass ear loops. It's fine, you can like guess with me. I mean, he said he heard it, but he didn't see anything. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you. With pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. There was the waiter, right?
Yes!
You must have noticed someone else at Dr. Wilson's table. There was a lady there.
Attention!
As you have been at pains to point out time and time again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear. And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman. If only there had been more people dining there at the time, and someone else would have noticed her. Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened, the quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant. I know, of course the place was almost empty. It's what you would expect. Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of the time to eat. I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone. Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason. There was? This was found in the victim's jacket pocket. What is that, Counsel? It's a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at the clinic prior to visiting the restaurant. More evidence. Huh. Hota Clinic? Yes, there would be. That name reminds me something. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident. So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on the case. I wonder. What do you think, Grunowski? Well, it's hard to see how it could be related, really. Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful. Today is for Dr. Wilson medical report card to be submitted as evidence or not. My throat is getting really, really scratchy. Ask for it to be submitted.
Yes!
If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency. On what grounds? The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movement prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern. Maybe it shows that he went with... Oh my god, my throat. Not to... I know, right? He looks like he already knows that I killed him. It's like, oh, you already killed him. I know, I'm the best.
Objection!
Whether or not they are of concern is up to Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues. No, no, no. I am accused of killing him, and I am being like, this is my trial to find me guilty or innocent, but I am innocent. But they all think I am guilty. I beg your pardon? You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well, the court will grant the defense's request. Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend. Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record. Ooh, I wanna read that. What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first. Let's read it. Can I not read it? Right, I hear you. Huh, you can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Kafka isn't like Blade and she sends a message. I know, right? She actually sends you some. I mean, you even have a companion quest with Kafka that asks you. So, like, she actually cares about you, not like Blade. Or perhaps you had forgotten that this witness testimony. I need more. I already drank all my water. I'll be right back. Alright, I brought 2 bottles of water. Feel free to reiterate for the accused, Korakuta-san. Indeed, alone he was the Englishman dining all by himself, okay? Okay. Oh, not present, sorry. Press.
Yes!
Why aren't you telling the truth? What did you say, cadet? I clearly remember. This mysterious woman, how are we gonna prove that she was there? There was a woman sitting across the table from the professor. Perhaps one Perhaps one of you might not have noticed, but for both of you to have failed to see the professor's dining companion, it's not possible. Fortunate for you, defendant Narhodo, it's not just a case of these 2 witnesses alone. Sorry? The waiter whose testimony the court heard earlier clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone. That's right. Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent of this phantom lady. But, but I... If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made. It's a blatant waste of the court's time. There is nothing I can say to that. Ha 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 ha. Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We have gleaned some new information now. Well, yes, but I don't feel like it changes much. I can't see that it brings any real discrepancies to light. I wouldn't be so sure. Ooh. Alright. Let me see that medical report card you got before. Oh, you mean this? Oh, can I see it as well? Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail. How exactly? You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine. Press space and you can take a closer look. Okay. Oh, I can turn out the waiter's card now. Rotate the evidence. Okay. Alright. Oh. Ooh. Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, there's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with... Ooh. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia. Yikes. Hey, that's your specialty. Maybe Larry did that job. Extraction of molar? You mean he had a tooth taken out? It would seem so. Wait. He had a tooth taken out. He couldn't eat. That's why there was only one set. Because only the woman could eat. I solved it. I solved it. I'm done. It would seem so. Just before the incident, he had a bad tooth removed. Yeah, but as a dentist, you can say after you take out a molar, you can't eat immediately, right? Yes, I've heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drinks besides water for 3 hours post-procedure. Retinal anesthetic effects here. Yes! Okay, we solved the crime, everyone. We found out how we can prove the woman was there. Yes, yes. Really? Sounds like information worth bearing in mind. With new information, the meaning of that particular statement totally changes. So I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Definitely. Yeah, I'm glad we have our dentist pro here. Okay. Do I do it here? Okay. here, maybe. And R.
Yes!
Well, I think, but what are you withering, lad? Call yourself a lawyer. I wish I could, but first and foremost, here, I'm the accused. Leonoske. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. And the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it. Thanks, Kazuma. I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried out, when you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully. You knew exactly what it was you wanted to say. Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. Just say what you're thinking. Alright, and thanks for the advice. Korekoto-san, this is a medical report card belonging to the victim. I see, and I don't see. What of it, boy? Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Something clearly doesn't add up.
Attention!
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur? Sorry, what? You are not to interrupt course proceeding with your amateurish drivel. But let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may have not done before that time is completely irrelevant. It's not. But that's, remember, Inosuke, you don't have to use clever language and fancy words. Yes, thank you. Just make your point. Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There is certainly no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimony the court has heard has been clear and concise. This medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no nurse besides this pale-faced pupil who could possibly have perpetrated the crime. Yeah, the crime. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? What? That outburst half petrified me, boy. Of course I believe it. How could it possibly be relevant? Perhaps because Hota Clinic, which is issued the report card, is a dental clinic. A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me? Perhaps if I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted? What's this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result the victim had been forbidden from eating. Just what are you trying to say, Cadet? He had orders not to eat, so what? It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours post-procedure while anesthesia wears off. What? No, that can't. Korakuta-san. What, boy? What? Are you just... As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., the victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No! Additionally, there's more. You have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim was dining alone. This time, he didn't make a small, sound, he actually slammed the desk, right? But it cannot possibly be the case. Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still experiencing the effects of the anesthetic. Arrgh! Expertly done, partner.
Attention!
What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food at the victim's table.
Objection!
Use your heads. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can you follow the logic? How dare you? I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryanosuke? Huh? Yes, most definitely. So having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. which leaves one very crucial conundrum. Who in fact was eating the pictured beef steak? The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel? It's the woman! It's the woman I have been telling you all this time. Oh, that makes me, doesn't it? But the answer to this question is going to be pivotal. This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of. Got it. So, personating the stake at the victim's table must have been... Obviously, it can only have been someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection!
You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person. There was, because I saw her. When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything, yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table. Therefore, the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that the witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly. Kazuma, are you insane? You would take on the government? Don't worry, Counsel. I have no issue with you. What do you mean? I have issue with them, those two witnesses in the stand. What? What are you talking about? We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So if it now turns out that the two of you deliberately lied when giving your testimonies, obviously you will be charged with perjury. Perjury? And since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing. Complicit in murder? No, 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 no! No, negative! There was no mention of this at the meeting. I was just following orders. That's right, as the man says. Just say you never saw the gentlewoman. That's what they told us. Oh no, now they went and done it. Nice voiceover, Lisa. Thank you. You're not like joking, right? Also, is this sound alright? I hope it's not too low. Oh, he went and done it. No, not that. Why do I feel like that's sarcastic? What? What did you just say, Korikata-san? Oh, no. You were just following orders? No. Now hold on, lad. I was, say you never saw the gentlewoman? Grrr. When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas? What?
Objection!
What is the meaning of all of this? These witnesses give false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one simple slip of the tongue. Sure. Order! Order! Counsel, explain what's going on here. It's painfully clear now. You try to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth. Absolutely not. The prosecution knows nothing of this. So. And who's behind this? Who tried to make you keep your mouth shut? Well, that's classified. So you prepare to be tried as conspirator to this murder, are you? You wouldn't. This can't be happening. Ryunosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. However, I don't believe Aoshi had any idea about it. What are you saying? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, there are only a handful of possibilities. Could only have been the government, the military, or the police, I suppose. Well, any ideas about who might be behind this? If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit. So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouths shut. But how should we know? Like, of course, we need evidence before we make any firm accusations. Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here. But how? How can we possibly? Remember how we made progress before? Before? Oh, the waiter's card! Yes, yes, finally can use it. We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result. Oh yes, that's right. Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose. I want answers. If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe. Please, wait. Your Excellency, I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every single god. I knew nothing. And what does the defense have to say about all this? Well, Your Excellency, it's going to have to close my eyes and shout out the first name that comes into my head. He says the prosecution, the only person with the nurse's influence to manipulate the witness is... Wait! Oh shit, I forgot. I thought it would give me time to do it. No, back. Fuck. I don't know, the only person that...
Yes!
Okay, now I can actually examine it. Oh my god! The waiter is a police inspector. Oh my god. He gave away a piece of evidence. Well, you shouldn't have thrown it there. You dug your grave. Well, that's unexpected. Well, okay, I didn't expect that. I thought it was the teacher. Maybe I'll trust him. What is it? Look, do you see it says the witness name here? Satoru Hosonaga? Well, yes, business cards do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point. It's not the name that's unexpected. It's his job title. His job... Oh! Okay, more water for me. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector, what on earth? I have no idea, but let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they're wielding it somehow here... Nice. If you feel you must close your eyes in a crisis, might I suggest you keep your mouth shut next time too? Otherwise I may have to use the influence I have in this courtroom to shut it permanently. I don't know what it is about that prosecutor exactly, but it really makes me wince in pain sometimes. I don't have a great deal of influence myself, but believe me, I can find other ways to make you keep your mouth shut as well. Congratulations, Peter, you broke it. Alright, don't get angry. I'll think again. There must be a clue somewhere in all that evidence in the court record. Actually, now that I think about it, there might be some piece of evidence I haven't thoroughly examined yet. Arr.
Yes!
Well, surely that would be Satoru Hosonaga-san. Hosonaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier?
Attention!
What possible reason would the waiter have to make the witnesses give false testimony? Not to mention that fact that even a head waiter could not possibly have that level of influence. France, I would agree with you. If that is, the man truly were a waiter. What? If he truly were? Come on, Renosuke, time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity, as proven by this evidence. Oh.
Yes!
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything. Sorry, Your Excellency, that's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest. I beg your pardon? Or perhaps I should have said the front? Yes, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is. Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say? Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession. The waiter's profession, but that's really... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau. What? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before? The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned. So, witness is there. Witness is there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you had seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene? Well... Who is it? Oh. Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my skits as evidence, I realized it was a possibility. Yes, I remember now. He did act strangely when they just asked him to hand over his business card. I started to carry out all investigations flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusual, careless mistake. So you mean to say you really are a detective? But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Ah, of course, your salary must be terrible. I was working undercover. Undercover? Yes, there has been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover. Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents? That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can state categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide. Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga, but you will elaborate on one point for the court. Of course, Your Excellency. We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That at the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence having served at the table in question. However, your testimony did not allude to this other diner, therefore I'm led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct? Correct, Your Excellency. Oh, he actually admitted it. Unbelievable. Huh, as I suspected. As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the table was a young lady whom I guessed to be an Englishwoman. So the truth comes out. I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to the bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Special orders? You mean to say... Remove the Englishwoman from the scene at once. It was made clear that the Englishwoman's presence at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my own orders. But what if this Englishwoman was the killer? I think it would be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. The Empire views the friendly terms of its relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered or assaulted. To name an Englishwoman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that would be complete out of the question. So that's the reason for the disappearance of the phantom woman in this case. But it's not right. One possibility does spring to mind. What do you mean, Kazuma? Yuma University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain, and I'm fairly certain that one of them studying in the Medical Faculty Research Laboratory is a young Englishwoman. What? You're a shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean, when I removed the woman from the scene of the crime, I thought it prudent to check her identity first. Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector. The Englishwoman sitting at the university professor's table was a certain Miss Giselle Brett. Is indeed the foreign student studying in the research laboratory of Yuma University's medical faculty. What's happening here? I admit that under orders from the police bureau, I raised all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene, and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimonies. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with this situation. But... that's interesting. We can't judge here without evidence. What evidence do we have? Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far as the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particular critical premise. Namely that the victim was dining alone. However, as we now discover that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of a judge's system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point. But, Your Excellency, that would mean missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send a telegraphic report to Great Britain. Oh no. Our own government will surely be very displeased by such actions. Calm yourself, Consul. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes, sir. You will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency. At once, Your Excellency. But that means you'll be going against the special order you were given from the police bureau. As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigations flawlessly. So it won't be a problem? Nothing will get in my way. I kinda like him now. Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Your Excellency. Good, then we'll have a 30-minute recess before reconvening. Oh my god, the first half was just 2 hours. I am beat. My throat is beat. I'm gonna save. Did I save? Alright. And we're going to beat. And I'll continue this hopefully tomorrow. Uh, if I'm feeling alright. Please stop. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Uh, Thank you. Already saved. Alright. Alright, let's see. So that was an interesting trial. Now we have a part 2. We have to find out if the woman is actually guilty. And I mean, she probably is, right? Like, wait, let me. How? Oh, there it is. I need to make this fit in the. Oops, hey. It doesn't fit. Well, I'll do it later, it doesn't matter now. Anyway, thank you all for watching this game. I mean, for watching me, and in general. Thanks Dave for the raid. Thanks everyone for the follows. Thanks Domestic for the beats and subs. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much, everyone. And yes, of course. And I'll see you all next time. Let's find someone to raid now. I think I already have someone in mind. Uh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Do we? Hmm. Okay, I know who we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid Lord Puncton, which is a really great streamer. I really enjoy watching him. He's a good friend, and he's playing Pokemon Stadium 2 right now. He loves Pokemon, he loves visual novels, he loves mysteries, RPGs, anything really. And so let's see. This is raid, and this is for those who are subbed. You can use this raid message. My throat is done. I am dying. And yeah, I'll see you all next time. And yes, I need to actually press the raid button. My throat, yes, my throat is so done. Okay, I'll put some music for the background. And wait, raid. I forgot to put raid. I need. Okay, I haven't done this in a while. Bear with me. Alright, it works. Okay, thank you again. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.